Dinky do me hearties. A very, very good evening to you. Welcome, 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 I say. You're watching a Scottie McClue, the first lord of the internet. This is the big one. Sorry, just getting you sorted out here a little bit. That's better. There we are. This is the big one, and we're live with you for 1 hour of superb, scintillating information, education, and entertainment. Welcome, 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 I say. Lovely to have you all with us. And if you can possibly follow us tonight, yes, I think that's very important. And tell us where you're watching from. It's the Shout Out Show. We've only got an hour, and we've got so much to talk about, so little time to do it in. Hi from Cumbernauld, says Angela. Dinky do, Angela. Lovely to have you with us. Dozens and dozens of you joining us. Thank you so much. Excellent stuff. And remember that we are live tonight on the TikTok and on the YouTube, as always. I tell you. Now, David says, aha, good evening, Scottie and all. Tops Wahay says, evening all. Tops, sound and vision, please. Can you hear me and see me? Very, very important. Good evening, Scottie, says Susan. Susan, lovely to have you with us, as always. Very good, and thank you so much to all of you for your loyalty. Now, I'm just wondering here about if you could see a little bit more of you. Sorry to subject you to this, but I'm thinking on the old, how do we do this, on the old YouTube, and put that out your road as well. Fantastic. Sound division, good. The phones weren't working last week, by the way. Well, they should be, Tops. I'm wondering if they're not patched through to this particular, to the new channel or anything. No, they should be. I don't think there should be a problem with them. We'll give them a chance. That's what we shall do. I tell you, Marky and Bradley has joined us. All right, says Kyle. Kyle, we are all right. Big style. It's tremendous. Now, who am I welcoming to the show tonight? I am welcoming June. June is visiting a dear friend in Cumbria, it's called now. In my day, it was Cumberland. So there you are. So June, if you're watching in Cumberland, then a big kiss to you, I say, and to your lovely friend. Dinky do, everybody. Lovely to have you with us. Tell us where you're watching from. Very, very important. John Doe has joined us. John Doe says, it's some German here, so nicht Deutsche sprechen, John Doe. Ich bin ein Ausländer, nicht verstehen. I say to you, hello, Scottie, Dinky do, Tommy. Lovely to have you with us. Do you know Dunoon? Grant. I know Dunoon like the back of my hand. Here's the back of my hand. Argyle Street, Wellington Street. Fantastic. Alexander Street, King Street. Yes. St. John's, St. Cuthbert's, the Old Kirk. I'll tell you. Do I know Dunoon? In Ellen. All that stuff. Hi, says the Scottie. Numpty Heed, where have you been? You're late. Are the lines working? I've tried, Scottie. They should be, Glenn. Yes, I don't think there's a problem with the lines. We can give them a shot, see how we go. I know that everything's always changing, and they changed them at one point. But as far as I know, they should be working here, and it should pop up. No problem. So there you have it. John Doe says, hi, everybody. So Tops, is that why you didn't call last week? Well, this is splendid. Who said this is splendid? I tell you. Hey do, I tell you. Scottie, do you know St. Albans? Yes, indeed, in Hertfordshire. Hertfordshire. Very nice. I've got friends at Hitchin. So there you have it, you see. Yes. Now, what else have we got here? Follow us as soon as you can, guys. Very, very, very important. I was being a tease, Scottie, downright coquettish. Were you being a coquette? Right, I don't think we'll go down that road. I tell you. Now, who else have we got here? Wow, nice oldie, Scott. Yeah, absolutely, I tell you. Scottie, do you remember the great heat wave of 1976? Well, I can't remember what particular year, but I do remember some great heat waves. It's like people tell you that, the planet's warming and there's all this. And I can remember visiting a friend in Persia, and there was a flood. And we were talking about it, saying, do you think this is the new, the global warming? And it said, well, if you go down to the big tree, you'll see a little plaque that talks of the Great Flood of 1904. So there you are. Where are you from, Scottie? Now, Teeny, I don't want to give too much away because there's a video asking where is Scottie from. And I want you all to get it right, I tell you. Can everybody get sharing and subscribing? We're on the new YouTube Talk channel. Now, on my YouTube Movies channel, I have got, I think it's 50,000 subscribers, maybe just over that. You can check it. And if you go up to your TikTok bio, you'll see the YouTube links. So get on there and get sorted, I tell you. Who else have we got here? The lady says it's not possible, Scottie. It's not been possible. Right, well, let's just see. So what happens when you phone? Tell us, Glenn, and we'll see if we can sort it. We'll see if we can patch it through. I don't know. Those of you who are tech savvy, do I need to link this up? So there we go. Owen, can you stop spamming, please? Very, very important. Otherwise, we have to give you a lifetime ban. Scottie, get the lovable laddie in to fix the phones. I'm about an hour away. Numpty, that's too much. I'm going to have to fuss up. Guys, lovely lady brought me a present for my birthday. Sup up. Oh. Full of lemons, squeezed lemons. Whew, blow your head off. How are you, Scottie? I'm fine, Ali. What about yourself? What's the phone number, says Nettles? Phone number, pardon me, 01416289795. Who's the handsome man in the photo behind you? That's Reith the Labrador. There he goes. Yes, absolutely. I tell you, yes, I did, Owen, absolutely. Glenn Michael, a legend. Yes, Glenn passed away last week at 99. Lovely, lovely man. When I worked at Scottish Television, I used to see him in the canteen, and we'd have a wee chat, and he always had a lovely smile and a kind word. Bobby says, a shout out for Long Rig End. So there you are. Seahall, ha ha, Seahall, you boys had better be looking after yourselves and start behaving. Yes, it's a piece of nonsense getting yourselves in there. Which channel are we talking, says Teeny? Which channel are we on now? YouTube. We're on the Talk channel, so it says Scottie McCLUE Talk Show. Right, Scottie McCLUE Talk Show. Get onto that. And guys, see how many we can get. We've had 41,000 likes on the TikTok. We need everybody subscribing to this channel, guys. I need 1,000 subscribers, and we're about 900 away. Owen says you've put the beef on. Yes, but only on a very low gas. It's for tomorrow's lunch. Who else have we got here? Nettles, don't go down that road. Lifetime ban. Do you like the band Queen? Of course we do. Who doesn't, I tell you? David from Glasgow, dinky-doo. David, lovely to have you with us. We need the wizard back, Scottie. Glenn, when we go live on the radio again in about 6 weeks' time, then you will actually get the wizard. So it's all coming together, so just bear with me. Trust in the Lord and do the right. Yes, indeed. Yield not to temptation. A few bugs, Scottie, says Glenn. So what's it telling you, Glenn, when you ring? Because we should be able to get the phones. I wonder, I don't want to start mucking about here, but I wonder how we go about doing that. Let me just see if I can check something. Oh, I don't know that we want to go down that road, mind you, once we start, guys, you know what I mean? But we should be able to get on the phones right away. Maybe it's because we were streaming across the multi-platforms. Has somebody tried the phones tonight? It has not been possible to connect. Oh, I don't see why that can be. Right, says there's 36 calls waiting. Let's see what we can get going here, guys. See if we can do a test or something. And see if we can get you up, because what's the point in having the phone in? There we are. All right, let's see if we can do it this way. It's telling me, obviously the Skype has retired, but I thought it had all replaced itself. I'm just going to run along my bit at the bottom. I forget all these fancy names that all these things have. It's wonderful. And just see what we've got here in terms of the telephones. Yes. Just you all talk amongst yourselves. I have to learn more, it says. All right. So it's not helping me there. We don't like that. We need to get in touch. Percussive maintenance. No. There's no maintenance. They've changed it, Tups. As you know, McClue maintains everything fastidiously. So I'm surprised at you even saying that. Let's just see what we can get up here and see if we can get you going. It's telling us we're on Teams now, apparently. I'm learning more. All right, good. Right, so that's that. Right, we could be getting here, you know, guys. This is not the end of the world. I tell you. Right, it's now advertising some stuff on here. Right, let me see if I can close all this stuff down. It's telling me everything that's available. We're not wanting that. Where's Numpty Heed when you actually want him? Right, let's get off that. Let's leave that. Lovely. Oh my goodness me. Don't tell me this is gone. Where are we? Back on there, I tell you. Right, we're trying to sort out phones here, guys. Absolutely incredible. It always does this to you. It waits till you go live, and then it says it needs to sort all these things out, you see. And that I don't understand. But if there's a problem, we will come back. It's telling me here it's struggling. I don't know what's happened. Yep, frozen. It's frozen there, has it? Okay. Right, let's start again. Okay. Let's start again here. We go. This is the new YouTube channel, guys, by the way, just to let you know. Come and fill your boots. McClue Live, I tell you. Okay, so that didn't. There's a lesson for us. Wonderful stuff. We're live. Hola. See if it'll take us back onto this. Now that's going to just take hours and hours and hours. So that goes, and let's get straight back in, get the YouTubers back, see what's what. Alright. You've been on all the other journeys with me, guys, so just we'll just start. There we go, we're live. Wonderful. So it's telling me that we're still live. Has anybody else seen that? Here we go. Right, should be back with you. Excellent stuff. Now, if you've just joined us, a very, very good evening. You're watching Scottie McCLUE. This is the big one. Can you say well to my good friends Dennis and Anthony who have just got married? John Joe, of course I can. We know you're educated, says Nigeli. Nigeli, you're very, very kind. I wish I was more educated with the telephones. We'll see if everybody comes back on now. Fantastic stuff. We'll see if we can sort that for you during the week. Hiya, Charver. Yarit Kid. Johnny, all right, Charver, eh? Good evening, Scottie, from the quaint village of Bonkle. Colin, I know Bonkle. Yes, are we talking out near to Cumbernauld? Have I got that right? Bonkle. What happened, says David? We tried to fix the phones, David, and we lost the feed. And it kept going back to the feed that was frozen. Thank you for all your lovely, lovely gifts. No, Wishy. Oh, Bonkle, yes, Wishy. Sorry, I'm thinking Croy. I was thinking of Croy in my head. Bonkle, I've got you now. Next to New Mains, aye, Wishy, yes, got you. Absolutely in the picture there. Hi again, Scottie. Hi, Susan, lovely to have you with us, Dinky Doo. You're back, says David. We are, David. Nothing gets past you. How good is that, I say to you. And as for the phones, it must be to do with the fact that they've closed the old Skype setup and opened something else. And we haven't got the something else sorted here. So we'll have to just press on just now, guys. Thank you very much for bearing with me. Scottie, I thought you'd have been at the tall ships in Aberdeen. Well, Deborah, the tall ships are wonderful. And I mean, obviously, you get them in, they've been in Greenock. But the loveliest thing, and I have got to tell you this story. When I joined Scott FM on the 12th of December 1994, Scott FM Radio, and just the rest is history. I mean, Scotland's finest radio station ever, you know, and of course, because it was so good, they shut it down. Yes. That's what happened. Somebody bought it, shut it down. Nigeli says, you're amazing. So are you, Nigeli. I tell you, you're educated. So anyway, Scott FM, but in the summer, Scott FM was based at Leith, Docks. Albert Quay, number 1 shed was the address. Number 1 shed, Albert Quay, Leith. And the tall ships came into Leith Docks. And we had a bird's eye view, and we opened the radio station up to the members of the public to come and join us for a light refreshment and to watch the tall ships coming in. And when I finished my show, I passed the superintendent of the docks in his van, and he waved and he stopped. How you doing, Scottie? How you doing? So nice to see you, blah, blah, blah. And I said, so where are you off to at this time in the morning? He said, I'm just off to see some of the tall ships coming in. And he took me with him to a vantage point on the docks. And I saw all the ships coming in. Scott FM was legendary. I'd love to talk about the wee fatty's quote. Different stuff, I tell you. Hi again, Scottie. Hi, everybody. Lovely to have you back with us. Hi, Tupswahee. I'm glad you could rejoin us. Don't know what on earth we're going to do about all this, but we'll get it all working. And in actual fact, it won't matter too much in about 2 months' time, because we'll be back on the radio and the wizard will be here. So we can have everything working. I mean, as you know, I've done this on a shoestring, everything held together with, bits of wire netting and all sorts of things. So there we are. But we did get a phone in online. And I think that's the stuff. Dion, I love when everybody asks this, were you in Still Game? I don't know where they get that from. Never been in Still Game in my life. Sadly, I would have enjoyed it. But I was the original inspiration. Somebody's just put a big baseball cap on my head. Hello. We never ask for anything, guys. But there is a little goal up there. And we wondered if we could get 500 red roses right now. So if everybody's watching, yes, then everybody pop a red rose in. We love you, Scottie. You're lovely. Thank you. Scottie, I heard the song Scottie was on the wireless. Yes. So there we go. I was up wee Maggie's Close at Leith Docks back in the day. Yes, so I believe. I don't think the phones are working still, but it's okay. These things happen. Tops. I'm not touching anything else tonight until we see if we can get it sorted. It's Keith. I hope you're well. Keith, we're well. I hope you're okay. Buonasera from Italia, Scottie. Fond memories of the Scott FM days. Vintage Ren. Si. So lovely to have you with us. Jesus loves you, says Jam. Jesus just doesn't love us, Jam. Jesus adores us, and we adore him. Dinky-doo from Dumbarton, says Gavin. Gavin, I love Dumbarton. I was on your radio station in Dumbarton for a while. Fantastic. Sorry for being a pain regarding the phones, Glenn. You weren't a pain. You don't need to apologise. I should have it working, but they keep moving the goalposts. I remember when something went wrong with this setup and I spoke to somebody who was technically savvy. And I said, so I do this and I run that through that and I this, and they went, and it was working. I said, oh, it was working a treat, but it no longer is. He went, something's been improved. So they're always improving it. Do you know what I mean? I tell you, Carbolic can't get on. Get on to, if you go up to the top, you should be able to get onto YouTube via my links on TikTok. There we are. Keith says, I've sent you a few quid. I hope you got it. Keith, you're so lovely. Thank you very, very much. Where did you send it? Did you send it onto the GoFundMe? Because we're not monetized on the YouTube. I tell you, there we are. Come on, the Lionesses, says Glenn. Are you enjoying the Lionesses, Glenn? Do you think that all football will become female? Usually when you get a few of the ladies wanting to be equivalents to the men and all that, then they start to slowly but surely take over. There we are. I mean, when I joined broadcasting, it was mainly a male preserve, And now I think a male is a very, very rare creature on broadcasting now. So there you have it. Neil, dinky do. Good evening, Scottie. Good evening, Neil. How lovely to have you with us. TikTok. Oh, wow. Fantastic, Keith. Oh, well, I should have got that. It's a complete farce, is Carbolic. Yes, indeed. What is Carbolic? So there we are. Maybe the high kicks get me excited. Top says, I don't watch football. No, I don't either. But I know that after the big matches, the team swaps shirts. Do they do that in the women's football? I'm asking for a friend. Of course, Tops. I know you wouldn't be asking that. I don't know, guys. Do the women swap shirts on the field after the game? So there you're on yourself, big fella. Thank you, the big un. So there we go. That's what it's all about. Evening, Scottie, says the wonderful Richard Tanner. Richard, thank you so much for all your support and your kindness. There we go. Yes, I think so, Scottie. Yes, I think they do. Absolutely. I don't think they do it on the pitch, though. There we are. No, and I'm sad that they don't swap shirts, says Tommy. Well, maybe they swap shirts in the tunnel or in the dressing room. They only swap recipes, says Misfit. Oh, right. I don't think they'll like saying that, implying that they can only cook. They can't do football and cook. Well, not at the same time, of course. You understand. So there you are. That's what it's all about. Guys, we'll need to watch the time because we restarted the YouTube. So it'll be telling us all sorts of things. So we got them wearing the pom-poms on their hats. There we are. Should they wear the hats? Excuse me. Comfort break. We mop down. Whew. Studio's roasting, but in fairness, nothing like last week. Boy, was it roasting last week, I tell you. So there we go. Now, Dinky Doo, says Bobby. Dinky Doo, Bobby. Lovely to have you with us and a very, very warm welcome. Everybody, if you're watching on the TikTok, get following. I can't believe it. Several million have watched all my TikTok videos. But we've got something like, is it 34,000 subscribers? That should be 3 million subscribers. So get it out there. Get sharing, guys. You're not doing your job. There we are, running round the rugged rock. The ragged rascal ran. Of course you're entertaining, says Nigel. So are you, dear boy. Yes, very entertaining people. Numpty says, Scottie, did you write your name on the bus seats when fares were about 1D? No, Professor Numpty, I was never a vandal. I tell you, but sometimes in Glasgow you would see quite a bit of sawdust in the upstairs floor of the bus. And I once said to the Clippy, do you remember your Clippy in the bus? I said, what's all the sawdust on the floor? I said, well, you see, when we actually left the depot, that was seats. So there we are. You should open a panel to have guests on. Scottie, thank you for making my night. I've sent you prezzies. Take care. Keith, you're just such a lovely, lovely man. I tell you. It's the darts in Blackpool, Scottie. Yes, we need to get your phones. I apologise for not having the phones. I didn't break them. They've improved something. So we have to renegotiate the phones. Scottie, your opinion on all things Trump, says Stickleback. Well, Trump himself is a fantastic man. And everybody will knock him. So there, obviously, I'm not going to discuss that, Stickleback. We don't have any of that filth on here. So there we are. The famous Winter Gardens. Blackpool, the Winter Gardens. I'll tell you where else we've got the Winter Gardens. Glen Rothsay. All right, troops, all right. Scottie McClue, says Rab McClinchy. Rab McClinchy, all right, Rab. Tell you that, top man. I stumbled in here, says Misfit, from the Netherlands, and this is classic. Well, Misfit, let's go Dutch. There you are. I'll tell you. I once applied for a job as a detective in Holland. And it was Clever Clogs, they called me. I'll tell you. Hello, Scottie. Hello, Mark. How lovely to have you with us, and a big dinky do. Guys, get sharing like mad and subscribing. Whereabouts in Holland are you from? Wilt you come into huis? Wilt you een thee hebben? I say to you. There's a bit of Dutch for you. Yeah. We're speaking the Dutch on here. We could maybe even do double Dutch. Misfit says, was it to find me, Scottie McCLUE Talk Show? Yes, Misfit, we were looking for you in Holland. Professor Numpty says, does the social know you're going back to work? Well, Numpty, you mustn't assume everybody's got your lifestyle. I tell you. Hi, Scottie Dinky. Never changed, Scottie. Loved it all over back in the day, Bobby. It's coming back on 6 weeks. We celebrated 33 years of Scottie McCLUE last week. 2 billion people have heard of Scottie McCLUE. There we are. Greatest Saturday 2025, and I finally got found out. Misfit, no problem at all. Hey, Numpty Heed. Awesome. There we are. Guys, get sharing. What's the hashtag 3tops? Explain yourself. Is that who you've shared it with? We love it, absolutely, and get sharing all the time. Now, Dinky-doo, Scottie, Dinky-doo, Ron. Lovely to have you with us, Ron Stewart there, guys. Dinky-doo, I say. Big shout out. Do you watch Corrie, Scottie? Glenn, not now. I used to watch a long time ago. I loved Alec Gilroy when him and Bet at the pub. And all these carry on. I go right back to all that. I can go right back to Corrie. I remember seeing the first Corrie when Ken was just a young student. I've no idea what hashtags mean on YouTube now, says Tups. Well, Tups, I don't know, but it's coming up with hashtag 3 crowns for you all the time. And Glenn's got 2. Glenn, what did you do to get the hashtags? And Misfit in Holland. Yeah. So there we are. YouTube puts the hashtags in my comments, nothing to do with me. Oh, that's lovely. Maybe they're telling everybody to get watching big style. Yes, we'll maybe end up with a lot of subscribers. We've only got 100 subscribers on this channel. Mind you, it's only a couple of weeks old, but we've got 50,000 on the movies. Watch all the movies, guys. Have you been watching the movies on Scottie McCLUE's YouTube Movies channel? Many a shout out back in the day. Everyone watched it on iJelly. I'll tell you, you wait till the new radio starts and we'll get everybody in there. I don't know, says iJelly. It's time the Dutch ruled the island again, so these hashtags make total sense. Yeah, the Dutch had their own empire, and they were all over South Africa. I'll tell you what I've put up, and it's maybe for students of African history and British people who are interested in African history, but I've put up a fabulous movie with Sidney Poitier and Michael Caine, and it's, Mandela and de Klerk. And it's fantastic. Everybody hasn't grabbed it. I notice that people aren't going into such a high vibe these days. And guys, get back to high vibing. Don't just reduce your life to a few seconds of tittle-tattle. John Doe says, put up the number, please. The number is 0141 628 9795. Fast becoming the best-known telephone number in the world. When we start back at the radio, we'll have a new number. I think I've maybe got it, but I'd need to check with a wizard. I could watch Scottish invading other countries. Well, Nigel, I think Scotland's now become a peaceful country. And we've been robbed blind by Westminster for 317 years. So Scotland needs to seriously think about keeping its own money, recharging its economy. I mean, President Trump's coming to Scotland. So if I was the First Minister, I would be bending his ear and saying, what can you do for us to gain our independence, Big Don? There we are. Even if we're working with you, it would be fabulous. And the Scots are very, very excited about Donald's visit. I think I speak for all of Scotland when I tell you that. PA Grant Channel evening. Scottie, good luck with your new radio show. Don't forget to tell 10 to tell 10 to tell 10. Everybody needs to tell 10 to tell 10. Soap operas, I stress. Oh no, I'm a big Emmerdale man. Ask me anything. I tell you, maybe the Scots and the Dutch can capture Greenland. I don't think they need to. I think Big Donald might buy it, and turn it into America. Might buy Scotland. But what should we charge Donald for Scotland? If he's going to enrich us and drill for oil and do all that, fantastic. Should he get it for £1? Or should it be, say, earnings? So we gave Westminster 88 billion last year. Bobby says, Scottie, you're getting a new wireless show. I am, Bobby. Absolutely. In about 6 weeks' time. With a bit of luck. My apologies, Professor Numpty, says Glenn. So there you go. What are we apologising for? It was Florisel Street, Glen. No, there was a title at the start, but didn't catch on. Coronation Street. We could sell him the art of the deal. I love it. Glenda says, Dicky do, Scottie, will it be an evening night show you do when you're back on the radio? Are you going to be as naughty as you were back in the day? Well, I'll be naughty, but I might have to change. We're actually changing it. People are so stressed now, they need a safe place to go. So the new show is going to be called Scottie's Sanctuary. And people can phone up for a blether. You see, so there we are. There will be, obviously, a lot of fun and a wee bit of wind-up. There we are. But there'll be no smut thrown in. Spice things up, Scottie Glenn. I've always spiced things up. How many local DJs do you know that 2 billion people know you across the world? A local DJ from the UK. I tell you, and everybody knows you across the world. So what else have we got here, guys? Tell 10 to tell 10 to tell 10. Now, I can do this, all right, because I've got to tell you what's happening. This is my personal life I'm telling you about, all right? But I want you to know. I'm wearing a LifeWave patch, right? I'm wearing a LifeWave patch. Now, I'm just going to show you about this, guys, so you know what I'm talking about. I had some health problems with my joints. And what I'm doing is I've ordered the X39 patch from LifeWave. You'll probably see it backwards, guys. But that's the X39 patch. It's the right way on YouTube from LifeWave, okay? Now, all you have to do here, I'll show you what a patch actually looks like. All right, and then this is very important because this is what I am now heavily involved in. There we are. There's a patch. It's a little, can you see? It's a little plastic patch. And it's got peel off at the back. And you peel it off. I'll show you the peeling off. There we are. A couple of little peel offs. So there we are. So two little halves that peel off. And you stick it on the back of your shoulder. And you wear it for 12 hours on, 12 hours off. All right? And it's absolutely fantastic. What's the blue stuff, did you say? Were you seeing the blue stuff as well? Yes, the X39, that's it. So what I've done is I've now signed up for a year's supply ahead because you try it for 6 months. Now, guys, I'm telling you, the change in my health has been massive, palpable for the better. All right, so I can highly recommend these patches. Now, there's nothing you have to worry about here, or I would not be telling you about it, all right? But what I've been doing with this, as I say, you wear them 12 hours on, 12 hours off. There's no nonsense. What it does is when you get older in life, round about the 60 mark, what you'll find is that your stem cells start to kind of shrivel up a bit and start to die off. And that's why we get breakdowns in our health. Now, what this can do, what it's done for me, is stimulate your own stem cells, yes, through stimulating your copper peptides. So there's no stem cells or anything in these patches. There's little mirrors that work on your stem cell system, and it's outstanding. And it's a multi-billion-pound business. People are now becoming aware throughout the world of the health benefits. All you pay is the cost of your patches. And what I would strongly recommend you do is sign yourselves up as a brand partner with me, Scottie McClue. So you go on lifewave.com/Big Talk Man, and you can order your patches and sign up with me as a life partner, a brand partner, right? Who makes it LifeWave themselves. Don't buy them from anybody else simply because there are imitations out there. This is the real deal. So there you are. So your copper peptides, absolutely Nigelli. So I've signed up in it, and what I've done, which will cover the cost of my patches, is I've signed up another few people. So I'm looking for 4 of you who want to get involved, improve your health, and perhaps even start a small business. So there you are. Now, Nigelli, you're 100% wrong there, because I've checked it out. But I knew that people will say that sounds like hocus pocus, give me all your money. No. It's a very low outgoing. You think, what do you pay for a gym? What do you pay for shakes, drinks, courses, slim meals, all that stuff? And you'll see this is tiny, and the effects are quite dramatic. As soon as I put the first patch on, my body went, oh, hello, right? And when you take them off again, oh, hello. So there you are. So no, don't badmouth this lot now, Jelly. I've checked it all out, or I wouldn't be telling you. So there you are. So if anybody's interested, contact me through my website, ScottieMcClue.com. There's a contact there. Let me know if you're interested, and I'll talk you through it. And I'm only looking for 4 who are health-aware people. Obviously, I'm not looking for people that go, oh, hocus pocus, all that nonsense. So there, shout out to my friends Dennis and Anthony, who just got married and are going to live to the Great Wall. Wow, fantastic. I would be in if the patches promise to make me less ugly, misfit. You are not ugly. There's no such thing. Hope you're not selling slim meals. Well, I will do if you want, Bobby, absolutely, because I've just lost 4 stone. So, we'll see what we can do for you. But no, I'm not selling anything here, guys. I am giving you an idea which could let you dramatically improve your own health. There we are. Fantastic. I tell you now, my battery is running low. Who's done this? There we go. I tell you, right, we're back in business. There's the wonderful Melinda Lemon, dinky-doo. Sorry to hear, Scottie. Hope you get well soon. A Scottish safe space sounds like a dangerous cave in some old mining area. Misfit. Can I phone up to put you right now and again, Scottie? Numpty heed. You can phone for the whole evening if you're interesting, because you are interesting. So an evening night show, Glenda, yes. Put them in your third eye when sleeping and you'll get dreams. Alexander Cameron, how interesting. Huh. Anyway, we've no claim to that, so there we go. I would be in if the patches promise. Yes, no, you should get in, and as I say, I'm only looking for 4 people. It's a fantastic, because then that will cover my patches, then you'll be able to cover your patches, and you can get 4 more people. Scottie McClue, what's your degree you've got in the background? It's an arts degree. Yes, indeed. Scottie, what are your pronouns? My pronouns are he, haw. I tell you. There we go. Will the patches... Oh, we've done that one. Yes, absolutely fantastic. You've just repeated yourself there, Miss Fit. I see. Sounds good, says John Doe. John Doe, it's been excellent. That's now about 6 weeks, and just the change in my health has been incredible. So there we go. Scottie boy, you're a legend. Laurie, you too, lad. Dinky do. How lovely to have you with us. It's just been amazing tonight, guys. I can't believe we've been up for over 3/4 of an hour. And we'll get you the stuff. Scottie, I'm frightened of misgendering me. No. Are you from my homeland, Ardrishig? Argyll Mobile, how lovely to hear from you from Ardrishig. I love Ardrishig. I'll need to come and see you all. Maybe stay a night at the Grey Gull. You know, that would be amazing. Yes, I was virtually brought up in Ardrishig. My grandparents lived in Ardrishig in Chalmers Street. And I'll tell you where they lived. And you can tell me if you know it. If you go through, Gabe says, were you a woodwork teacher? Yes, I was. What have you done to lose weight, Scottie? Well, I think, I'm not claiming this, but I think the patches will have helped because they've made me more mobile and taken down the inflammation in my joints. Or let's just say I've seen all that since I started using them. My parents tell me the old story. You keep it up. I could buy them for our wedding day. No, Misfit, you want to buy them before. Now, I was asking for my wife, Scottie. Oh, for goodness sake. And my whole family are from Ardrishig. Right, so are we listening? So you go along Chalmers Street to the shops. And that used to be beautiful old Georgian properties. But, of course, the council thought, let's pull them down. So there you go. Now, what to do here? Go through the wee gap in the middle of the shops, right? Where there's banking up to the canal. And you'll see a wee set of stone steps. My grandfather put these in. I tell you. So there you go. And we used to walk along to James Chalmers Memorial. And I would say, Grandpa, what happened to James Chalmers? He got eaten by the natives, my boy. Eaten by the natives. The cannibals actually ate him in New Zealand. Not me thinking, what a Del Boy badge. No, the Del Boy badge, that's me. Scottie McCLUE. I tell you. What do we got here? I can't teach the Nigeli. Beside the Baker's Lane. No, you're going the other way. The Baker's Lane. We used to get into, is the bakehouse still there? I used to get to the bakehouse and see Donald and Florrie and Archie and get my rolls in the morning. It says, I'm talking back a wee bit now. The Baker's Lane that ran up to the back there. No, the other end. So, middle of Chalmers Street, yeah, just along from the cafe, a few doors along from the cafe, towards the Baker's Lane. Yeah. Oh, whew, it's warm in here. Fantastic. And Ardrishig, just such a beautiful place. And we could hear the canal. The water would lap from the canal in the morning. Lap, lap. I tell you, I've decided to not make decisions, Scottie. I think that's a very good decision, numpty head. I really honestly do. No, that's knocked down, just the lane now. Oh, how's it? They're knocked in the bakehouse. Used to get your fresh bread. It was beautiful, freshly baked. And there's Andrew. Fred Elliott. Go on then, Andrew. Do us an impersonation, I say. Do us an impersonation, I say. Your thoughts on the wind farms in Shetland? Well, Donald Trump's got the right idea. I would say the wind farms are not going to keep the lights on, so let's get the oil fired up. Let's get Scotland wealthy again. Partnership with America. Yoga's been a great help for me. Yoga, yes, I like the yoga, I tell you. Joining the mind and the body. There we are, fantastic stuff. Are you a yogi? Your thoughts on the wind farm in Shetland, its inability to store electricity. Well, Robin, you could never effectively store electricity. When electricity, I won't say came in, when they pretended for several years later, they just discovered electricity, right? They called it man's silent servant, right? But you can't effectively store it, so it's always been developed. So, say, when I was a wee boy on the Isle of Mull, you had diesel oil engines. In the power station, they had a local power station at the bottom of the Prison Brae, and they had diesel oil engines. And when people put their kettles on or their tellies on, the engineer would start another diesel engine to generate the electricity for Tobermory. I'll tell you. So there we are. Argyle Mobile. Yes, an iPad repairs. How fantastic. So there we go. Now, yoga's been a great help. Have you been doing it a long time? Well, guys, I mean, how do I look for being in my 70th year, Remember electric meters when they came out? My mum invented a pin. Bobby, we'll not go there, I tell you. But you see, you used to get the electricity in, and you could put it in if somebody knew what they were doing. My great-uncle at Glendalough got it in for £25. Electricity in his cottage. Good evening, says the wonderful Ali McNeil from Bowmore in Isla. Camera ha maha ha chema, Ali. Falchi, kida mille falchi. Don TikTok agus YouTube. Agus SCOTTIE McCLUE. Lovely to have you all with us. The Kingdom of Fife should be renamed the Queendom of Fife as a lasting memorial to her late majesty. Well, numpty, it's been a wee while since we've had, but Dunfermline was the capital of Scotland. You see, the kingdom's actually called after when Scotland was independent. Remember, Scotland's always been independent, apart from a blip over the last 317 years. Yes, keeps the body supple. You look great. Thank you so much. You're lovely, lovely people. How are we doing for time, guys? I'm getting anxious about the time. Oh, my goodness me. Absolutely. Now, has everybody subscribed? Guys, if you're watching on the TikTok, get up to my bio and subscribe to the YouTube channels. There's 2. There we are. I was in Guy Fawkes' cellar once in the Houses of Parliament. Yes, I believe you can go there. The protester for the Wrongian says, yes, looking great for 70. I think I look okay, isn't it? Well, not 70 yet, 69. The Celtic champions, thank you. Always enjoy asking your thoughts on things. Have a good evening. Robin, thank you very much. They have a gunpowder keg. Well, the reason that the Houses of Parliament didn't blow up was A, I think they discovered it, and B, and this is interesting, the powder in the kegs had been compromised and wouldn't have gone off anyway. Scottie, what's happening with the post office? My gyro has not come. Is it still gyros? Only working people that can do. Can do what? Have Celtic won the league? I don't know anything about football. You're asking the wrong man. Guys, General Sup from my beautiful gift from a beautiful lady. Woo! Mm. Oh, that's lush. Guy Fawkes, the only man to go into Parliament with true intent. Okay, I subscribe to a YouTube channel. Okay, thank you for that. The whole world should be subscribing. You guys need to tell 10 to tell 10 to tell 10. Who cares if the Celtic are champions again? Well, maybe 8 billion people. There we are. The protester for Wrongian is the Swing Bridge. At the protester is at the Swing Bridge. The Swing Bridge. Yes, the Swing Bridge in Ardrishick down at the wee kirk there, where my parents were married in 1948. Yes, indeed. Amazing. Whew. The Reverend McCormick. Rangers have won it, says Glenda. Well, Rangers are pretty hot stuff, are they not? I only found out after, says Nigeli. What did you find out after, Nigeli? Do tell us more, I tell you. I'm not very centred in the picture here. What way do I move? That way. Huh? Oh. Standing up, guys. Woo! Fantastic. There we are. Is that better? A little bit towards the centre. There's a lesson to be learned. The protester, oh yes, that's right. The gunpowder was wet. It was, yes. It had actually been compromised. I tell you. There we are. Scottie, who would win at the boxing? Oh, I don't know anything about boxing. You see, boxing for me was something that could happen late on a Friday night at the local if you weren't careful. So I wouldn't know anything about boxing. I tell you, there we go. Who did I know? And but the last people, the great James Watt, Ken Buchanan, Benny Lynch, these were boxers par excellence. Par excellence, c'est my French. Je regrette, mais je ne parle pas français très vite. Si tu parles lentement, peut-être je comprends, oui. Oui, d'accord. Dinky Doo from Brigton, Scottie boy. Tag mash. I was in the Brigton Buns Club. Love Brigton. Part of your original Glasgow. I see. Do you do the boxing yourself, Numpty Hood, when you've had a couple? Wee Aggie frae Royston. Better than Rangers. I'm a Ranger. Oh, I see. You're actually a Ranger yourself. Do you play for them? There we are. Well, you'll know all about the stuff I've had to put up with. Follow us, everybody, as soon as you possibly can. You're watching Scottie McClue. We're just about to run out of time. Whew. Guys, you've been so beautiful tonight. I'll get the phones fixed for next week. I love you. Take great care of your dear selves. Stick out your tongues and say ta-ta. Right? Are we ready? Ba-ba.